Hi there, Dr. Michelle Louisa with the Center of Integrated Medicine. Last time that I posted a video was kind of like generally speaking about stress and how it affects our health. Um, so today I'd like to begin to kind of break down this process. We're in a really kind of a stressful period of time in life with the elections just finishing up, and now we have the holidays coming. And while the holidays are a fun stress, it can also be the stress that kind of puts people down from a health perspective because everybody wants to do everything just right. They want to cook the best meal. They want to be able to entertain their guests and have everybody be happy. And what is supposed to be a joyous time can oftentimes be stressful for a lot of people. So we have to keep that in mind. And so we need to have an understanding of what actually begins to happen. And in the last video, I talked about the adrenal glands, which are these small glands that sit on top of the kidneys. And they really kind of are our stress defender, if you will. They produce cortisol, which is our natural body's response to stress. And by the way, that can be good stress, bad stress, it doesn't really matter. When we feel that stress, our body responds, and it is the adrenal glands that respond by making cortisol. There is what is called a negative feedback loop, whereby when the stress reduces and comes down, the body automatically communicates and shuts off that extra production of cortisol. However, when we are under constant stress, and again, it can be good and bad stress in combination, or just bad stress. But when we are under constant stress, our body never shuts down. In other words, that negative feedback loop becomes broken. And that creates this constant production of cortisol. And when we end up in that position, our cortisol eventually runs out, and our body has to find ways to keep producing more so that we can stay in that heightened state of awareness. Unfortunately, in order for that to happen, hormones are stolen from other places, and production of other hormones and other functions in the body end up suffering because of that constant stress mechanism. So you see, in the body, whenever we have one thing happen, there's always a cascade effect that ends up happening or affecting something else. And that's the important takeaway, is there's never just one function that happens by itself. There's always a downstream effect to something else that we need to be aware of, because that's truly how our health becomes affected negatively. So I will continue to talk on this subject and to break things down a little bit further, but that's kind of where I wanted to start for today. We're headed into Christmas, and I hope everybody just takes a really deep breath, sits back, and kind of doesn't sweat the small stuff, really is grateful for all the wonderful things that we have in our lives, the opportunities, the resources, and I look forward to talking to you again. So happy holidays, everybody.